Have you ever heard the saying, the borrower becomes a servant to the lender? Loans between family members can result in an entirely unexpected problem. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 reasons why you should not lend money to friends and family. Let's go. So, why shouldn't you lend money to friends and family? Well, a loan to a friend or family member often results in the loss of both money and the relationship. I have personally experienced this firsthand. Have you lent money to a friend or a family member? What was the experience like? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear them. I've lent money to friends and family members and borrowed money from friends and family members. And from my experiences, I learned that I will never loan money to a friend or a family member again. And here is why. Number 1, the borrower becomes a servant to the lender. The book of Proverbs 22 verse 7 claims that the borrower becomes a servant to the lender. As a lender, I don't think of my borrower as a servant to me, and I certainly don't want my borrower to feel that way. But this is exactly how I felt when I borrowed money from a friend. I felt that I had to please my friend, the lender, to do everything that he suggested. I felt like I couldn't oppose this person in any way. Number 2, loans to family tend to be an open-ended. And this leaves both parties in limbo without any set of expectations, such as a timeline for repayment and interest charge on the loan. I honestly hate being in this position and the stress it comes with. However, if you find it necessary to loan money to a friend, then have a schedule for repaying the loan. For example, say something like this to your friend: if you can pay me $500 every month, the loan would be paid off by the end of August. I'm happy to lend you this money, but only if you commit to repaying me. And make sure to get his or her commitment in writing to avoid any future misunderstandings. Number 3, it is always difficult to ask for the money back. More than likely, you, the lender, care about your friend, the borrower, and don't want your friend to feel uncomfortable. I get it. In my video, How to Avoid Lending Money to a Con Artist, I talked about how a shoemaking friend of mine I once had squandered my 150,000 rand, and how this made me shut down all communications with him in order to avoid talking about the loan. Had I not loaned him the money, we would probably still be friends. But as the saying goes, had I known, it's always at last. Number 4, if you lend your friends money, you forbid them instead of helping them. When you lend money to family members without teaching them how you make more money than them, you give them an easy way out of their financial problems, and you forbid them from becoming financially free. The book of Matthew chapter 4 verse 19 says, Jesus said to Simon Peter and his brother, "Follow me and I will make you fishers of men."
Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
Jesus, with all the powers that he has, couldn't give them what their heart desired, but rather he chose to teach them how to toil for themselves. In my video, How to Refuse a Loan Request from Friends or Family, I talked about how a relative refused to lend me money but helped me to find alternative ways by helping me to look for other forms of income. I suggest you do the same if you really, really loved your friends. Number 5, the borrower may ask for more. Once you have lent money to a friend or a family member, This person may return when he or she needs more money. In addition, other friends and family members may also ask for a loan. My advice: don't become the go-to lender in the circle of family and friends. It would not only hurt yourself by doing so, but you will also hurt your marriage. If you are a married man, you will know what I'm talking about. Number 6, loaning money to a family member usually don't get paid back with interest, and this will cost you money. You not charging interest is actually causing poverty to thyself and your family member. You know what they say, a slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of diligence makes rich. You will be missing out on the potential benefit when you choose to loan that money to your family member without receiving any interest on your money. If it is really critical to lend money to a friend, I suggest you charge interest. Number 7, you could lose your money and your relationship. As Shakespeare wrote, for loan oft losses both itself and friends. I couldn't have put it better than that. If you lend money to a friend or a family member, beware that you may not get that money back, and your relationship may never go back to normal. This is exactly what happened between me and my shoemaking friend. Guilt, remorse, and even anger. Sometimes loving someone involves doing something that they do not want, and they may be disappointed or mad. But if you have their best interest in mind, you can rest easier knowing you won't damage your relationship. If you can afford to loan money to a family member or a friend, then this is what I suggest you should do. Number 1, have an open and honest conversation with your loved one. Number 2, discuss any potential problems with the loan. And number 3, have a signed written contract. That is very critical. Have you lent money to friends or family members? What was the experience like? Would you do it again? Let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace. But help me find alternative solutions. What is it?